What is up, YouTube watchers? That is like the fourth time that truck has drove by here. Anyway, pretty windy today. I don't know if this wind could be from that hurricane that's headed towards California, but I mean, today it's been more windy than any other day, and the wind's been blowing constant. It's a pretty strong breeze. So I don't know. I wish we would get some rain here. We're in a drought right now, burn ban and everything. There's been no rain. I'm sure if you watch any other YouTubers from Texas, they'll tell you the same thing. It's just dry. Very bad situation here. But anyway, getting off topic. I got the brake system 98% done, 90% done. I got a brake hose for this side right here. New one for Silverado. The Escalade wouldn't work. So yeah, I've wasted money building this truck, but you know, it's what you got to do. If you're not wasting money or blowing money building a project, you're doing it wrong, I guess, or blowing money. So I got a brake hose for that side. They only had one, so I got to wait on this side. So what I did, I just pinched it off with some little vice grips here. I pinched it real tight so I could bleed everything else, mainly to check my lines. I can't go crazy with it and, you know, hammer the brake pedal, but I got everything bled to where it's got fluid everywhere. Everything's bled and done, but I've been checking all my fittings down here. Nothing's been wet. I did have kind of a spray underneath the truck, but when I got under there, that union fitting underneath the cab, one side I left loose, so that's why it was spraying. So I tightened that up, bled the back lines. You know, you start at the furthest end. I let it come this way, left that open. I don't have a vacuum or anything, so I just got to do it as is. So I just open it up for a little while, close it, go to the brake pedal, just push it, pulsate it, because the master cylinder I did pour all the fluid out of it, so it was probably empty. So I just pulsated it a whole bunch of times. I'd get out and there'd be a ton of air and bubbles coming out of the reservoir. So I just did that about 3 or 4 times, and that's when it sprayed under there. Tightened that up, did it 2 or 3 more times, and fluid squirted out of this one. And, you know, I just let it squirt out, some bubbles come out. Went to the other side. It took maybe 30 seconds on the other side, and it filled up fast, let bubbles come out, you know, as much as I can. Got this one done. This one didn't take no time. I guess when I can get a brake hose for that side, I'll get that side done. And then once I get all the brake hoses, everything done, everything tightened, I just got that brake hose to do. Then I might could get in there and just, without the engine power or the hydro boost, just mash it as hard as I can with my foot for like maybe 20 or 30 seconds, hold it down, and then get out and look for any wet spots. And then once again, when I get the truck running, I don't really want to do that, or I guess I have to do that. It doesn't matter, because if you're going to get in a wreck in one of these trucks and it's got the hydro boost, you're going to be jamming on the brakes. So I'll jam on the brakes pretty hard with the hydro boost running and check everything. It's got to be good, because I don't have any emergency brake cables on this truck, or emergency brakes. You know, it is what it is. Every parts truck I got, the cables were either rotted or cut, and I don't have a set of short wheelbase regular cab cables. So, which nowadays, 2023, I don't even think they call them emergency brakes anymore. It's like parking brake. Like my girlfriend's CHR, her Toyota, it's a little lever you like flip up, like a switch. So when you're sitting in park or in drive, you can flip that switch up and let off the brake, and it like holds you in position like when you're at a drive-through. And then to release it, you just either tap the gas pedal or tap the brake, and it'll release it automatically. And you know, it's the electronic parking brake, the electric motors on the back. So I don't know, I've never been in that car and tried to hit it while cruising down the highway. Like if somehow I lose brake pressure, just hit it to see how well it would stop that car. I don't really want to do that, because I don't want to risk damaging anything in that car because it's a brand new car. But I think it'll be all right. If anything, new brake hoses in the front. I need to get these 3 brake hoses in the back replaced. So at least the brake hoses will be brand new. I went and got the power steering all put together. This hose right here I got from Napa. This is a real smooth, slick hose. Like, I wish I could turn on the light, but it's not braided or anything, which I told that guy was a power steering return line, and that's what he gave me. Hell, it was $3, $3.90 something for that. And the one I was trying to get from O'Reilly's, I went up to O'Reilly's to get it. I got a fuel line from there. It wasn't the right thing. So I carried the fuel line back, and me thinking, okay, it can't cost that much. Got the $5 back on the fuel line. I had a couple of dollars in my pocket. I didn't bring my wallet. You know, I was driving without my license, whatever. But I went up there, and that guy was like, oh, it's going to be a little bit more than that fuel line. And I was like, okay. He's like, yeah, it's like $14 for 2 feet. And I was like, God damn. I was like, well, I have to come back later because I only brought just the cash in my pocket. But I happened to go by Napa because I wanted to check the price there to see if it was any difference. And I told that guy it's just power steering return line. And he brought me 2 feet and he said, yeah, it's like right at $4. And I looked at it and I was like, are you sure? Is this power steering line, oil line, you know, for return? And he's like, yeah, that will work for return. It's for oil. So he said it's for oil, so we shall see. I went ahead and installed it and got it all together. I could basically put the grill on right now, but I've got to find a front bumper. And front bumpers for these trucks are like gold. You know, people want $300-400 for a front bumper. That's my luck. I decided just to put the factory truck grill in and just find a regular Silverado front bumper because HD stuff is outrageous. You know, I'm fine with the regular grill. But I still need to get a gasket for this side. I haven't gone by a pick and pull yard. A gasket and a couple of exhaust manifold bolts. I wish I could find an exhaust manifold that didn't have the EGR cut out or the EGR thing on the side. Like 07 and up, I think. I've heard they'll work. But anyway, that's something that's not needed. I think it would look better. And maybe find another. You can see this plug wire right here is longer than the others. I don't know what's up with that. But see if I can find a decent condition plug wire out there. Just a factory one. Get rid of that long one. It don't really fit all that good. But anyway, that's it. I'm not going to make this video too long because I haven't really done anything. I just got the brakes working. To me, that's not even really enough to make an update video, but I'm just doing what I can. I'm trying to sell stuff on Marketplace, and everybody wants stuff for free, and I'm not doing that. But anyway, my phone's getting hot again. Thanks for watching, and have a great day or night.